We want him to explore both sides of the spectrum and then decide when he's older.
Okay, so I know this video is a little bit of an old one, but I've had a few people request that I just sort of give my opinion because, well, it's a pretty crazy one. But the dad called Louise and the mum called Nikki, and straight off from the early age of 0, they want this child to be not a boy or a girl. Which is honestly pretty surprising, considering there's only 2 genders. And well, boys and girls, you'll be able to know how many people found out this time by looking at the dislike button. But that's right, there's only 2 genders. Pretty shocking stuff. Who knows, at this point that baby probably invented its own new gender. I mean, just this week we've seen aliens and penguins.
Hi, I'm Jared.
Well, you're not a penguin, because...
So let's have a little look and see what the mum and dad have got to say about this.
Louise here, Louise on the left. Louise was born a man, but is now having hormone treatment to transition to become a woman. Nikki was born a woman and dresses as both a man and a woman, depending how you're feeling, is that right, Nikki, on the day?
How you're feeling on the day. What? Last time I checked, gender's not something you just feel like being on the day. That's like the doctor literally helping a woman give birth, and just because the doctor felt like it that day, he's going to identify the baby as an Apache attack helicopter. What a birth certificate that would be.
And both of them wanted to raise their son as gender neutral, so that he thinks of himself as a person rather than a boy. Did I get that right? Have I explained that fairly well?
Yeah. Yes. Basically, he knows biologically he is a boy.
Yeah.
But we don't want him to have the constraints of a gender yet.
See, I've never understood this. What constraints does it have being a specific gender, like a boy or a girl? Last time I checked, there's definitely no strains on that. It's not like I go out in public and I try and get something or buy something or take part in some kind of activity. I think to myself, I'm being really constrained here because I'm a boy. It just doesn't happen, mate.
We want him to explore both sides of the spectrum and then decide when he's older.
But Nikki, however ideal that may be, are you not creating problems for him? The very fact that you're calling him him,
yeah,
does that not gender specify him?
Not only that, but surely that would confuse the fuck out of the baby. You're not a boy or a girl, but he wants to pick what he wants to be when he's older. Right, well, a few problems with that. You just called him him, so surely that means that he's a boy. And really, as much as the mum and dad really don't think that they're causing this kid any problems whatsoever, in fact, they probably believe that they're actually causing less problems for this child. Well, no, not exactly. When I grew up, I didn't have to have the whole problem of what I wanted to be. I was just a boy, some boy. I didn't really have to think that much into it, and I'm happy I didn't. Believe it or not, and I may trigger a few people here, there's definitely more to life than being a different gender. Crazy, I know.
Basically.
Besides that, if you weren't calling him him, you'd have to call him it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wouldn't you? And you don't want to be doing that.
I think it's a case of allowing him to express himself. We see it's very common these days for men to walk around in salmon shirts, or some like to call it's pink. That by wearing that salmon shirt, it doesn't mean, oh, I'm feeling very feminine today. No, it's just a case of you've picked out a shirt that matches your outfit.
I don't want him to just pick the salmon shirt and think, I should have gone turquoise today instead. What the fuck are you on about? When I pick like a t-shirt or something, if it's pink or whatever, I really don't give it much thought or consideration that, oh, this is a bit feminine today. Like, what kind of argument is that? So basically you don't want him to be a boy or a girl so he can wear salmon shirts and he doesn't feel guilty. Right, okay. Not only that, but I'm pretty sure the kid's gonna be too busy playing with like action figures and watching Disney to really give a shit about what colour shirt he's wearing that day. But fair enough.
Yes. I understand that. I think, you know, most of our viewers will understand that kind of gender fluid with toys, colours of clothing, you know, so you just say, look, here are lots of toys. We've got cookers and ironing boards, we've got trucks and workbenches, and you choose. And even clothes. But actually, you're just saying if he doesn't feel... You don't want to use the word, you're a boy.
No.
It's a kid. He really probably does not care, or thinking that, oh, I would play with this Barbie, but I don't want to be judged. Believe me, when I was at school, probably more boys had Barbies than they had action men, but no one really cares. Just to let you know, I was one of the boys with an action man, so not to worry. You can subscribe now. Okay, bye.
But is that not confusing? Because I find that quite confusing, because he biologically is born a boy.
He knows that biologically he's a boy.
He does know that?
Yes. Like, obviously in the article, there was a question that, are you a girl or are you a boy? And he replied, I'm a boy. He knows that he's a boy.
Alright then, case closed. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button. We've solved the case. This child is a boy. Great work, everybody. Great work.
The second part of that question, which I opened up myself, was I didn't actually say, are you a person? I said, are you a girl, a boy, or a person? Right? Because obviously if you ask a child a binary question, are you A or are you B? They're going to give you a binary answer.
Yeah, they'll give you an answer because they're really not fussed. And it's really not that big of a deal. Just pick what you are, and then later on in life, if he feels the need that he wants to change it by himself, then allow him that, of course. But for right now, it's a child. He's not thinking about these things. You're causing this problem. You're causing this mental game in his head so that he needs to pick. Or maybe he's going to think, oh, but I'm a boy. Maybe that's wrong because my parents are saying it's wrong. It's when you start confusing everything and making these like children so confused on what they want to be. It's absolutely insane.
What about school? He's starting school this September, I believe. How is that going to work for him, if, you know, with his school friends, the gender fluid? Are you concerned that this could set him up for a little bit of interest from the other children and possibly a bit of bullying or name-calling if he can't can't say if he's a boy or a girl?
He can say if he's a boy or a girl. We don't say you can't say that. He can say that whenever he wants. What we say is, do what you want, basically, as long as you're safe.
I like how these parents are trying to play like the role of these absolutely amazing heroes that they just don't want to like label their son anything. They're going to leave it down to him because they're such good people. When, again, no, kids are going to probably be curious when he starts school, like, what is this about? Why is this such an issue? And yeah, possibly even get bullied. And no offense, but that is completely down to the parents causing this issue in the first place. Because I don't know about you, when I was in school, the only thing I was thinking about was how many strips could I get that cheese string into? Not if I was a boy or a girl. I did not care.
We know that.
Mate, is this guy alright? He's just completely blanked out at this point. Maybe he's just realising how dumb this whole situation is, which would probably be a good thing.
It could form interest. And we've sat down with his school and said, look, he's going to come in a boy's uniform, obviously, because
he's a boy.
He needs particular support in particular areas. But we've compromised with him. Obviously, he's having, rather than like traditionally boy socks, he's having pink socks. He's having pink.
Oh yes, pink socks. That will help him blend in for sure. Not only that, but didn't you just 1 minute ago say, oh, well, you know, we're not going to pick anything for him. It's down to him what he wants to be. They're literally like 1 minute later, they're like, okay, so he's wearing a boy's uniform, obviously, but he must wear pink socks. Why?
Why? Why?
Why must he wear pink socks? Why is that a thing?
Why?
We understand that when a child grows up, they take their parents' views and they also learn the world around them by having our views and the world around him, their views. We're hoping he'll become more of a well-rounded person.
Yeah, but no offense, looking at the both of you, maybe your kid doesn't need to learn from the both of you. And saying like, no, he's open-minded, we're not going to force these things on him. It's a complete free choice on whatever he wants to be, and then imposing what he must wear and what he must say he is the biggest contradiction I think I've heard so far.
But okay, I'm listening to you, I hear you. Sarah has just got in touch to say, How about just raising your child to be kind and good? Why does the gender matter so much over those other qualities?
I feel like at this point, instead of listening to them for about 5 minutes or giving you a fake answer, I'm going to answer that question for you. It doesn't. Anyway, boys and girls, that is it for today's video. I thought today was a pretty interesting video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to hit that like button. Also, we're so close now to 250,000 subscribers, so if you could please subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot to me. Also, make sure you hit the bell notification so you actually subscribe. Thanks, YouTube. And well, boys and girls, I hope you did all enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next video.